Hey y'all, hockey's almost back, which means it's time for yet another summer Cannon Fire recap. This summer was actually pretty quiet for the Jackets as we ignore the whole Brett and Bob panic thing, but we will get to that in due time. To start, the Jackets got to usher in their summer pretty early, as I'm sure we all remember, and then watch the team that knocked us out to go to the Stanley Cup final and win. Again. Ryan Murray, Pierre-Luc Dubois, Cam Atkinson, Sonny Milano, Marcus Navarre, and Dean Coogan went to go play for their respective countries at the World Championships. Meanwhile, Zach Werenski went to go have major shoulder surgery. Zach got hurt during the Brady game on October 30th last year, but most of last season wearing a harness, which explains a lot, actually. He's been training with the team for a while, and even if he missed camp and only played in one of the preseason games, he's going to factor in the lineup tonight, so that's exciting that he's all healed up. Our first round draft pick this summer was Liam Foudy, who looked great during development camp and the prospect tournament and the regular Blue Jackets camp, if not 100% ready for the big show. He's back in London with the Knights this season, but I'm excited for what his speed will bring. He is astoundingly fast. Matt Calvert went to the Avalanche, and he will be sorely missed. Jack Johnson, however, went to the Penguins and will be less missed, if only because of the drama that followed him out. He said that he had been looking to be in a winning culture. Torts went off on him, as well as on the Penguins general manager, Jim Rutherford, who implied that there was some kind of wild conspiracy keeping Jack Johnson from playing around the end of last year. It's worth noting, though, that JJ was a healthy scratch for both games versus the Blue Jackets this preseason. Besides that, the Jackets are relatively quiet during free agency, mostly because Jarmo Kekalainen wants to look inward for talent, more draft and develop than sign or trade if he can help it, which is why we're probably going to be the youngest team in the league again. But we did pick up Riley Nash from Boston and Anthony Duclair from the Coyotes. Both of them have already shown some potential, and I know it's the preseason, but I'm pretty excited about how that's going to go. We also re-signed RFA Ryan Murray for 1 year at $2.8 million, which is a pretty fair deal, especially with his injury track record. Speaking of, during the preseason, we picked up a couple injuries. Ryan Murray had a groin injury because he got kicked in between the legs during one of the preseason games. Just dumb bad luck, but he's all healed up now and will play tonight. Seth Jones, however, is more of a problem because Jones had an MCL injury. He's estimated to be out 4 to 6 weeks, which isn't great. Scott Harrington went through concussion protocol on the first and is now on IR for concussion. So even with Murray healed up, it's still 3 defensemen that got hurt during the low-risk preseason games that were supposed to factor into the regular lineup. It's not great, but maybe Dean Coogan and Gabriel Carlson will really rise to this occasion and this chance that they've been given and show what they're made of. Alright, so now we can talk about the thing that I really did not want to talk about on this, Brett and Bob. With Artemi Panarin, it's pretty simple. It's just 8 years is a lot of time. He's not sure if he wants to stay in Columbus, which is his right as a free agent. Jarmo Kekalainen doesn't hold it against him and thinks they can convince him to stay, as I do as well, but a lot of Blue Jackets fans do. I think one really good season could make him really think that Columbus is the place to spend the next 8 years of his life, even if we do have to give him a blank check. Bob, though, is a lot more terrifying. Sergei Bobrovsky, when asked if this is his last season in Columbus, said, "We'll see," and then continued to say that he had already told management his plans. He wouldn't elaborate on those plans, though, and when asked by a journalist if the plans could be changed by a particularly good season, he said, "Probably not." So, not great, honestly. But hey, at least Corpy had a really good camp. Good enough that he is starting tonight in Detroit instead of Bob, who will be starting in our home opener tomorrow night against Carolina, which is truly a sign the offseason is over, which means that it's time to stop worrying about stuff like this and time to stop worrying about all sorts of other things. As Tortorella said this summer, we have to start thinking we are a playoff team, and that starts here. So that is it for this one. I will see you on Monday for our first official Cannon Fire weekly recap of this season. Hit that like if you like this, click subscribe if you loved it. I'm Lydia, this is Cannon Fire, and I can't wait for hockey.